Dude!
Hey!
Dude!
Oh, I got.
Let's go!
That's it.
Let's go! Attack! No.
I threw a fucking bomb at you.
I really don't need to go into detail on why I believe that Fight Forever is gonna be great, right? I don't have to, right? I've already done 2 videos on this game already, and now that we have gameplay, we've had people go out and actually play the damn game, and now we have examples of what we're in for at the end of June. So now, all I can do is just wait. But I do still want to talk about it, because now we have stuff to talk about. My God, this looks the most fun of a wrestling game that I've seen in so long, man. I've talked extensively about the weapons, but propane tanks, Darby's fucking skateboard and shit, I think that was already like confirmed, but still, like, you can do 360s on that shit into people. It's like, this just looks fun as hell, man. And that's one of the things that I have missed in current WWE games, right? Now, I'm not going to throw shade at 2K23. I'm not, because I enjoyed 2K23. I'm not. And I've given them props for 2 years now on both 2K22 and 2K23. I'm not going to. But when it comes to simulation, it's a hit or miss. You either like it or you don't. Or you're more of an arcade person and you enjoy more of the arcade. This made me remember just how good the arcade was. And especially since I had the old games too. I look back at this and I'm like, here comes the pain, Day of Reckoning. I never played No Mercy, but I've seen how good that shit is just from like an outsider's perspective. And again, Day of Reckoning is completely slept on because the spirit of No Mercy lived off in those 2 games as well. And to see this kind of game, this kind of like style come back in this form is so fucking good. I cannot stress this enough, man. Like, the way this looks and the way and what I've seen, yes, I've seen people bag on how about some wrestlers look and all that, and I'm thinking to myself, like, did you not understand what arcade games look like? Do you not understand this? I've seen worse from 2K20. I mean, really, the game that somehow is now suddenly being heralded as an underrated experience, when I'm like, no, we are not gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here, but I've seen people go off and talk about how like 2K20 was underrated and shit like that. Twitter is just a cesspool. There's a reason I fucking call it that. But no, we're not gonna give them props for that. There was a failure, and this is why there is no 2K21. There's a reason for that, and 2K20 is the reason for this. We're not doing this. We're living in this age where it's just like shitty games are not getting a pass now. I don't understand that. Anyway, but back to this. The fact that you can go through Road to Elite and go through for every championship, you can have your diet change, like if you're gonna be a vegetarian or you know, a meat eater. It's insane. Pause. But yeah, it's like that kind of options do not happen in current stuff. Even your stats, a stats of how much you've lost, and it's like, what the fuck? Simple shit like this should be in every daggone wrestling game, okay? However, there's one thing that I do not like about Fight Forever, and it is the fact you probably have to go through Road to Elite with your created character, go through that, and then you can use them in exhibition mode, because they're not going to be as strong as current add-on people on the roster, which is like, why did you do this? There should be an in-between for this. It's just like, if you create something, you can put them through exhibition. You should like raise their stats and everything through that. And if you go through Road to Elite and you don't want to create the person again, you could just like, you know, transfer them over to exhibition mode. There should not be like, if you create somebody, you have to go through Road to Elite. I've seen that from Chris Danker's video about Road to Elite. He even brought that up on Twitter, and I'm like, no, this should not happen. That's like the one negative I've seen throughout this entire like plaster of news that we've gotten now. Everything else, I'm like, good. However, on everything, I'm getting all my stuff out here. I'm getting everything out. Matt Hardy is a pre-order bonus when Jeff Hardy is already on the in-disc roster. It's weird, but apparently he has a deal or something, and the game was already supposed to come out ages ago. So I guess there's something in his contract that has him be the pre-order bonus or whatever. Anyway, it's weird to me. Just how they're doing the DLC. I don't even mind this, because there's a possibility with whoever is like on AEW TV, there's a possibility that they can even be on I can't speak. They can be on the DLC roster. And if we're getting 2 apiece, and we can choose 2 apiece, whichever we want, rather than a whole giant pack of, like, you know how WB does it, I like that, because now I don't have to be like, okay, I'm going to use 2 people out of the 5 that are on this list, you know? That kind of tends to happen whenever WWE does the DLCs. I know, it's weird. But everything that I've seen from Fight Forever, man, I cannot stress this enough. You can even fucking destroy the Tron. We're getting stuff about destroying the Trons and, you know, barricade spots and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck? This is what I've been missing when it comes to wrestling games, man. And I'm not throwing shade at like stuff like something like Fire Pro Wrestling World. I'm not, because I still enjoy that really heavily. But it's like, I would rather a graphics upgrade, you know. And when I look at barbed wire and shit like this coming from Fight Forever, I'm like, this is what I've been hoping for. This is the kind of shit I want, because apparently they weren't supposed to show that yet. And it's amazing. It's just amazing to me. The intergender matches, all the titles are in here. People can go after any title they want. The fact that there's no restrictions about who can fight who and everything, like that there is in WWE games. It's like, hallelujah. But then I can see people complain about that shit. It's like, are we really doing this when Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter exists, when we can have man versus woman? Are we really doing this shit? Shut up. Anyway, I have complete faith in this game. Yes, no game is perfect, and yes, it could get it probably will get repetitive after a while, but that's what games get repetitive, people. If you do it every so often, it's gonna get repetitive. But I really hope they have something fixed for like the Road to Elite thing, or the created wrestler issue. That is a big issue for me, because we should not have to go through this mode in order to get our person like up in stats, and then we can use them in exhibition mode. It should not be like that. There should be an in-between here. That is like the biggest issue I have with Fight Forever. Other than that, I love everything about this shit. The possibilities for DLC are endless. The longevity of this, because it's going to be a one release kind of game, and then they're going to be updating it as we go on. I love that shit. I have nothing bad to say other than that, than the creative character thing. I don't. Like, I already said my piece on this more than once, but I wanted to get this out there. I have complete faith in AEW Fight Forever. Will it be clunky? It may be clunky. Yeah, but again, no wrestling game has ever been that perfect. You know? So, and from what I've seen over the past few weeks, I'm like, fuck, I had every right to have faith in this in the beginning, when it was first getting shown off. I really want to believe that it took this long was because of polish, and I don't think Kenny Omega, who's been spearheading this shit, would want a fucking broken product that doesn't work when it's their first game, when it's just going to be their only game, right? I don't think he would want a busted piece of shit, and even Tony Khan wouldn't want a busted piece of shit. I don't think either of them would want that. And the guys working on this people are working on this shit. It's the No Mercy people, man. And from what we've seen, how can you say this is bad? How can you sit there and say this is bad just because, oh, I don't like it when it looks? Get the fuck over it. You have realism. You have your realistic style looking of games with the 2K series. Go fucking play those, man. Like, I just don't understand those types of people. I just don't understand it. If it's fun, it's fucking fun. Okay? As long as it works and it's fun, I don't care. Okay? Whatever wrestling game you're out here is gonna let you like throw a fucking propane tank at somebody, man, to break up pins. What other game is gonna have these many weapons and shit? Exactly. Anyway, guys, I just want to throw my piece out there about Fight Forever. I'm fucking looking forward to it, as you can plainly tell with how I've been emoting with this entire video. May do a stream day one on it. I actually probably is a definite. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. RexBebop signing out. Peace. See you when I sees you. Be safe out there, y'all. Later. God, I can't wait for this shit. It's fucking sweet.